He's going to hell too when he dies. But for now, that bastard can wait. Here on Earth dies the one making use of this new face. Cut to a luxury hotel in Tokyo. He's all swagged out, tailored suit, sleek watch glinting under chandelier light. Kamishiro had arranged the meeting, and right on cue a man slides into the chair across from him. "Are you the president's apprentice?" he asks. Dai, now fully Haruki, nods. "Yes." Then he delivers the secret password. "Wait. Reflect. Have hope." The man lowers his sunglasses, revealing a sharp smile. "Name's Sato." Dai leans in. "What's your connection to him?" Sato chuckles. "He saved me, more times than I can count. Had enemies everywhere, but allies too." Then, without ceremony, he hands over a thick envelope. Inside, passports, IDs, documents, everything. The name on the papers, Kurisu Fuyoto. Dai stares at it. His new identity, his new life, and the beginning of his revenge. Honestly, I thought he was going to take the name of that other psycho. Whatever. Sato stands up, pats him on the shoulder, and says, "Give it your all." Our boy nods, grateful. Inside the bag, new phone, 2 stacks of cash. He remembers Kamashiro's advice. Start converting the crypto slowly, bit by bit. Still, Dai can't help but wonder, why is Kamashiro doing all this? The money, the support. What does he really want? Kamashiro's answer is calm. "What I want goes far beyond your revenge." Dai looks at the cash and just mutters, "Thanks for everything." Man, seriously. I doubted the old man. Maybe there's still a twist coming, but right now, he really came through. Dai reaches the airport, slides through security with the new documents. We're already leaving. I don't know where to. Wait, yeah, I do. He's already on the plane, thinking about the 3 targets of his revenge. First, he needs to find out where they are, what kind of resources they've got, and who they're connected to. He's going all in to uncover the truth behind Siaka's death and why the blame landed on him. And yeah, he's going to make sure they feel a despair way deeper than what he went through. Problem is, one of those guys is insanely powerful and well-connected in this city. For now, he needs cash and backup. That's why he's flying out, to access the money Kamashiro left him. 50 billion in crypto, man. 3 years later, we're in Tokyo. Money's flooding in from all over the world, fueling growth, especially in bars and casinos. Obviously, Tokyo's nightlife is wild, right? But at the same time, it's creating this weird social gap. And Mao Man, the flight attendant, waddles over all chubby and cheerful, telling our boy, "We're almost there." He just nods and thanks her. Look at this rascal now, rocking an earring, got that older vibe going. Staring out the window, he mutters he can't believe he's back in this place after so long. The region's called Maranaki. A group of old men nearby are all smiles, saying it's rare to meet someone like him. Apparently, our boy's got a reputation here. Not sure what he did, but people know him. He's a little shy, saying, "Nice to meet you too." Of course, he goes by Kurisu now. Strangely, the old men don't believe he's that young. Which is funny, he kind of looks older now. The throne was basically born in this region, and the old men say that thanks to the casino war, more and more rich folks are pouring into Japan. The stock market just keeps exploding. The guy showing the tablet to the protagonist didn't seem too thrilled to be there, but apparently some American investors hyped the kid up so much, he agreed to meet him. And yeah, the 2 guys were already scheming, hoping to get him to deposit at least 200 million. But he flips the script. They think he's going to offer 200 million. He says he'll start with 2 billion. Right away, the guys jump up, thanking him like crazy, saying they never expected something so huge. Kurisu tells them to chill. Now I'm kind of confused. They call him Dai, then Kurisu. I don't even know anymore. I think I'll just stick with Kurisu since it's going to take a while before people realize he's actually Dai. Everyone's going to keep calling him Kurisu anyway. And yeah, it messes me up every time. But you know it's him. No secret. A while after the meeting, he's heading out, the guys still thanking him. That older man clearly wants to get closer, asking if he's free tonight. He booked a table at a Michelin-starred spot, hoping he'll come. But our boy slides on some slick sunglasses and says, "Not tonight. I've got plans." What's this now? I saw some lingerie on the floor, thought he was already getting back into it in Japan. But nope, it's that bastard Cad Go. He's still alive. It's 11 a.m. He slams the alarm and kicks the girl, snapping, "How long are you gonna sleep?" Man, the other one's nuts for being with a guy like that, right? She's confused, asking what he thinks he's doing and just tells him to get lost. Apparently, he owns a bar now or something like that. The girl already got dressed, slammed the door, and yelled that he's the worst. Kadoti just shrugs. He doesn't even know who she is. Staring out at the city skyline, he figures she was just some random hookup from last night. Hat guy's still living the high life. Look at him, slept with someone without even knowing her name. Then he hops into his BMW and speeds off. Mansion life, luxury wheels. Says he's off to make even more money. Now he's at a place called the Emperor's Lobby. Looks like he owns it. Everyone's cheering, saying, "The boss is here." Then one guy steps forward, a little awkward, says they've got a VIP guest today. Kadoti freezes, totally caught off guard. Man, the guy who was coming had ordered a mountain of high-end wines and champagnes. The host couldn't hide his grin. He could smell the money. Who's the big shot in the VIP room, huh? He's surrounded by the baddest of the bad. Then the blonde guy walks in, all awkward, apologizing for interrupting. Name's Kadote. He owns the place and came to greet the guest. Our boy stands up and suddenly looks like he walked straight out of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. That jawline, bro. What even is that? He introduces himself as Kurisu and says, "Pleasure to meet you for the first time." This rascal loves dropping hints, huh? But before we go further, let's rewind a bit. Why go back in time now? I don't know, man. But fine, let's go back. A guy walks into the room, all casual, asking what kind of girl he's into. Kurisu says he's got a specific taste. The guy nods like he gets it. "I'll bring the best ones." Kurisu glances around, wondering if this place is the guy's personal castle now. Soon, the guy returns, apologizing, and brings in the first baddie. That one could survive a crash test, no joke. She walks in all cushioned up, introduces herself as Mizuki. She's feeling herself. Then the dude who always moves around kneeling shows up again, asking what he wants to drink. Kurisu opens the menu, closes it, and says, "I'll take everything." Next scene, champagne popping. He's surrounded by baddies. The girls are all saying it's their first time drinking something this expensive. Meanwhile, the staff are whispering, "This guy just dropped 1,000,000 yen like it's nothing. Makes no sense." Mizuki's already curious. How's he so rich and impressive at that age? One of the girls squeezes his arm, saying he's just as young as the owner of the place. The protagonist casually asks, "Is this place any good?" She shrugs. "It's all right. Unlike other spots, we don't have sales targets. Plus, we can wear whatever we want." They keep chatting, random stuff, light banter, but he checks his watch. He knows he's flashing cash, and soon he'll show up. And just as he thinks that, someone walks through the door. He glances back at the girls, tells himself, "Stay calm, no emotion, no reaction." That's when the bastard Kadote showed up beside him, apologizing for the interruption. He introduced himself as the Dawn and dropped his little name. Dachi stood up, smiled, and said it was a pleasure, introducing himself as Kurisu. Time passes. The girl in the red dress tells Kadote to stop talking about that stuff. He's in the middle of retelling the story about the day she puked. Everyone's laughing. But the protagonist? He's just relieved the guy hadn't noticed anything. Kadote excuses himself, saying he's heading out. They say goodbye, promising to meet again soon. But the moment that happened, he knew the guy would pay for everything our boy had suffered. And right as that thought hit, his expression shifted. And Mizuki, she noticed. Next morning, there's a girl and a guy I don't recognize, sitting in front of a wall of screens. They're talking about a weird price spike. Someone's clearly manipulating the market. Wait, now I get it. It's that kid Dai met in prison. The one who's a genius with stocks. That's why he's glued to the charts. Outside, they call him Octopus. Our boy laughs. He's still rocking the same thing on his head from the day they got out. Flashback hits. The moment he stepped out of prison, Dai was already there waiting. The kid looked confused. "Are you really Dai?" Dai just said Taco had to help him with a certain revenge. For what he had planned, Taco's skills were key. Back then, the friend admits he was confused and scared. Right then, Dai places a card on the table, says he needs to cut to the chase. There's a company he wants investigated. And yeah, you can already see the name on the card, Kadoti Gu. He wants dirt on them and the club they run, Emperor. Taco asks, "By when?" Dai says, 1 week, max. Taco grabs all the takoyaki, whatever that thing's called, shoves it in his mouth and says, 3 days is enough. Our boy thanks him. Then Taco asks, why investigate a company that's not even listed? Dai replies, I think they've committed serious crimes. It's time to drag them into the light. He tells himself, this rotten empire built on broken lives, it's going down. Next scene, a couple leaving a love hotel. The woman says, that place was amazing. Out of nowhere, a guy pops up snapping a photo. She turns, asking, who's that lunatic? The weirdo introduces himself. Oda Kazuki, private detective. Hold up, let me check my list. Yep, it's him, guys. The Diddy from prison, right? Looks like he's teamed up with our boy now. Word is, he's actually a solid detective. Next scene, Kazuki's at a cafe with the two of them. He's laughing, saying it's wild she's dating a high school kid and still blacking out. Says her husband would cry if he found out. Dang, this mess is deeper than I thought. She asks if he's really a detective and begs him not to tell her husband. Says she'll pay him off in an amazing way. Man, that's unstoppable. Even detectives are catching heat from her. But Kazuki's not having it. He just tells her to cut the insults. Man, both of them started sweating cold, bro. He tells her to just go home. He's gonna need a serious talk with the husband. As soon as she leaves, yeah, bro, Diddy goes straight for the kid. Says messing with a married woman could bring serious trouble. Tells him he should try finding true love, with him, even. But the boy bolts, saying he's done working with that mess. Meanwhile, Diddy mutters it's impossible to find someone and fall in love. 2 years ago, he got out of prison, and after all the scandals, there was no way he could go back to being a detective. So he started working as a private investigator, using old connections. Since he's got a record, he doesn't have a license, so yeah, he's kind of working illegally. I didn't even know that, right? Never really stopped to think, what college do you even go to for detective work? Is it police? I guess so, right? What am I even saying? Obviously, from time to time, he had to take risky jobs and get into some fist fights, bro. He keeps throwing himself into danger, trying to fill that empty space in his heart. Glances at a poster about honest working boys, doesn't look thrilled. Suddenly, he cries out, yelling at the sky, why did the prince die? Obviously, bro. He's thinking about Dai, the guy who waited 15 years for our boy to get out of prison. Then his stomach growls. He crosses the street, walks into a shop, orders a bowl of ramen, and sits down. But fate's got jokes, right? Guess who's sitting right next to him, slurping ramen? Diddy's heart nearly explodes. The nutcase just keeps staring, thinking about how long the guy's eyelashes are. Sad eyes, shiny lips. He mutters, that's the kind of intense beauty I admire most. Then suddenly shakes his head. Nope, can't think like that. His prince is in heaven. Man, this guy's not right in the head. Our boy thanks him and gets up. Right away. Yeah, bro. Kazuki throws on his coat and starts scanning the place for him. Heart pounding. He wonders, is this love? After 5 years? Back at our boy's base, Hako's living the investor dream. Monitors everywhere, tracking graphs while gaming at the same time. Damn, that's the life. Bastard knows how to make money. That jerk. Then our boy walks in, asks about the investigation. Taco says, come take a look. He pulls up a bunch of tower charts, spring onions, that little pizzas, whatever that mess is. Take it all in, my boy. Scanning through it, our boy spots the name he was hunting for. Takurizo. That old man from the beginning, the one who owns everything in the area. Then Taco adds, Gyote might have his name on the card, but he barely owns any shares. Kurisu just nods. Of course, it's obvious. There are people behind the curtain pulling strings, but now it's time they start paying for it. Taco's already on the same page. He asks, these the ones who framed Diamoto? The guys nod. Taco clenches his jaw. Those bastards can't be forgiven. He pats his friend on the back. First, we need new allies. For now, Taco's mission is clear. Manage Kamashiro's money and grow it. Our boy tells him not to stress. Making money's easy when you've already got it. Then he adds, they'll need an informant from the underworld. No doubt those guys have done more than just frame him. The key? It's in the drugs. That synthetic stuff? Ice. The same thing they found in the girl's body 5 years ago. And in that energy drink, the one that bastard Kadoti gave him. That's why the trial hit him so hard. What he needs now isn't just someone to investigate the drugs, but someone who understands how the whole underworld operates. And yeah, you already know who's about to show up. Taco says, I know investments, girl. That's out of my lane. Our boy tells him to keep digging into the companies. He's heading out to clear his head. Next thing, he's in a sauna in Tokyo. And guess who's there? Now it hits me, of course. Our boy can't go after Setamiu, his old girlfriend from way back. And just as that bastard Diddy's about to leave the sauna, boom, standing right next to him, it's our boy. He turns bright red. It's an incredible coincidence to meet the same angel twice, he says. Our boy glances at the weirdo, who's now covering himself up, all shy. Says he needs to talk to that prince in a natural way. Just then, an old man stands to leave, but trips, and while falling, he yanks the towel off. Wait, did he? Yeah, if I remember right, he saw her. He definitely saw her. While our boy helps the old man up, the crazy one starts crying, says he's found the prince. But I knew something was off. He was supposed to have died in prison. Man, he got so overwhelmed, he collapsed right there on the red tile floor. One of the staff even rushed in, asking if he was okay, or if he was dead. Sometime later, back at the Emperor bar, the waiter asks what he wants, and our boy says, "Bring Mizuki." Thought he was going to order a drink or something, but nope, he asked for a woman. Then our boy spots someone in the corner. Wait, is that OA? He never expected to see that guy in a place like this. He knows OA can't go back to the police, not after the crimes. So what's he doing now? Might be worth digging into. Just then, the crash trespass girl shows up, all gentle, cute voice, says she missed Frioto. Dai decides to leave the OA topic for later. Right now, he's got to deal with this wild girl and keep tracking what Kadote's been up to. Mizuki's all smiles, happy to see him again. But Kurisu's got a plan. He wants her as a friend, an informant inside this place. Problem is, she gives him a weird look. Will she really become an ally? Man, I don't know. He's got that serious look now. Says he needs a girl who'll obey him completely and become his spy. Later, the other girls are whispering. He's acting weird today, not even drinking. He replies, "Made a big mistake with alcohol once. I'm good like this." They laugh. Everyone's been there. One even says she wants to see him drunk. Kadode's laughing too, but inside, he's watching. Wondering who this guy really is. He's not like the usual gangsters who scam and steal. Maybe he's just some kid who got rich off stocks. Suddenly, Kurisu stands up, says he's heading to the bathroom. Kyoto offers to show him the way, but doesn't. Another guy takes him instead. And on the way, he bumps into one of the old men he'd invested $2 billion with. The guy's already hyped, calls it a fated coincidence they met again. The guy thanks our boy for the other day. Kadote's off to the side, watching everything. He leans in, asking, "Who's that strange client?" Our boy replies, "Seems like an executive from a foreign company. Hired a Japanese guy, worked abroad for years, just got back." Kadote's eyes narrow. The old man nearby leans toward our boy, clearly excited. Even the veterans bowed to this guy. This is exactly what we needed, a truly rich man. In this world, bro, money doesn't buy women, it buys men. As soon as Mizuki steps out of the room, Cod grabs her arm, gives her a clear order, do whatever it takes to win over that Karasu guy. She looks confused, but he stares her down. "Do you understand what I mean?" She's all awkward as he leans in. Tells her she needs to understand. This guy's got money beyond anything she can imagine, and it seems like he kinda likes her, so she better use that. In the end, she'll benefit too. Later, they're chatting at one of the bar tables. Mizuki mentions it looks like Kadote's dating one of the girls at the club. Kurisu raises an eyebrow. "Isn't that forbidden?" She nods. "It is, but he's the owner. No one's gonna say anything." Then she adds, "I don't even know which girl it is." That's info Kurisu needs, because whoever's with Kadote, she definitely knows things. But suddenly, Mizuki asks, "Why do you keep coming to this club?" He's caught off guard, but flashes a small smile. "What do you mean by that?" She says it's obvious. He doesn't seem into the girls here. That's why she's curious. Kurisu, the madman, thinks he's been hiding his intentions well, but she's sharp. "Bro, you walk into a club, order 300 champagnes, both drop $1 billion yen, and don't take a single girl home. Totally normal, nothing suspicious." He still doesn't answer. Then Mizuki asks, "Why'd you invite me to dinner like this?" She's sure the other girls invited him too. He replies, a little awkward, "You seem like the easiest to talk to, more polite, calm." Says it's relaxing to chat with her. Oh no, is she falling for him? Or is our boy using those slick persuasion tricks he picked up in prison? Bro, y'all aren't ready for this kid. He drops the bomb. He's interested in how the club's managed. Might invest. Ah, so that's it. Mizuki poots. Now I get why you're not into the girls. But he's not right in the head either. Out of nowhere, he grabs her arm, checks her wrist for needle marks. After what Kadode did to him, that's the bare minimum. No marks. So he holds her face, brings it close, checks her dark circles, her pupils. Bro, this guy needs an eye transplant. Can't see a thing. Had to bring her within 1 centimeter. Or maybe he's playing a double game, pretending to investigate while hitting on her. She's all awkward and shy. He's just standing there in the spotlight, and she's staring. She says he's way too handsome. That prison surgeon must have swapped your head, huh? Made it almost perfect. In the real world, girls get 2 things done and end up with lips like sausages. She smiles. You must be tired of hearing how good-looking you are. He shrugs. Not really. It's not something I'm proud of. I didn't earn it. But he's playing a double game here. This bastard. Who's he talking to? Her or us? Focus on the girl already, kid. She gives him a long look, leans in, he asks, Are you drunk? Suddenly she grabs his hand, says, I won't even ask to be your girlfriend. I just want to spend the part of the day called night in a room with 4 walls and a bed in the middle. So maybe they should go find a little room. Dear God, the artist's too good. What is this, bro? It's way too early for me to be seeing this. I just woke up. Cut it out, girl. The curious bastard gets into bed, clearly thinking about the investigation. Then she shows up, all soft-spoken, apologizing for the wait. He asks, You nervous? Out of nowhere, she grabs something, trips, and falls onto the bed. Says it's her first time, so he should be gentle. Now she's going full-on crazy hug mode. He's dumb, but not that dumb. Still, she starts rolling around in the sheets. And all he can think is, time to find a new spy. Damn it. I thought the next chapter would open with the result of the night. But nope. There he is, just staring, wondering if this is the right move to make her dependent on him. He could have asked her to investigate Kadot or the whole Emperor Palace, but Mizuki's standing there, looking crushed. He asks, Is it money you want? If so, just name your price. She stands up, trembling. What are you talking about? Kurisu turns his back. Was it 50,000? 100,000? More? Her face shifts. Poor thing. Either she really liked him, or she's a damn good actress. She whispers to herself, Stop being so naive. I'm tired of this. She stands frozen, shaking. I wasn't doing this for money, she says. Then suddenly, she breaks, crying, screaming. Stop insulting me like that. Kurisu lowers his head. I'm sorry. He turns to leave. I'll pay for the room, but I'm out. Man, Japanese stories always go like this, huh? Had to be a Japanese guy. They think it's cool for the dude to never make a move. Like, I'm too stylish to chase women. If this were one of those wild Chinese guys, he'd have trashed the whole bar in a cooler scene. But nope, he just gives her a warning. Get out of that place. I'll forgive him, though. In the car, he's thinking she's not the right person to be a spy. Too kind. Better not drag her into this mess. What a guardian angel. That bastard. Next day, there he is. Bro's standing in front of the school he used to attend. Girls walking by are whispering. Who's that ridiculously handsome guy just standing there? He's just standing there, listening to the students talk about exams and school life, and he remembers that was the happiest time of his life, back when his only duty was going to class. He had friends, his mom was still alive. Man, the kid's life is cruel. Hug eyes, his happiest moment, and his mom was already in the hospital. What a damn shame. I forgive you, kid. You're cool, even if you don't hook up with all the girls at the club. And of course, he doesn't forget what he lost that day. He punches the wall. Why'd that bastard do this to me? Sometime later, Tako's standing in a fancy building, admiring the view. Beautiful, he says. Kurisu's not impressed. What's the next step? Kurisu says there are 3 people he needs revenge on. That scumbag Kadogu, the rich guy who used to hang at the bar, and that damn lawyer who ruined his sentence. He's sure one of them was behind Sayaka's death. The other 2 helped put him in prison, but he's got to be careful. The moment he takes out one, the others will start digging. That's why he needs to know all 3. Have everything ready before making a move. Tako nods. But you've only met Kadode. How do you reach the other 2? Kurisu smirks. That won't be hard. Those guys throw massive parties. Anyone with money or influence gets invited, and since Kadode's watching him, that invite's coming soon. He even saw Kagot eyeing him from the corner. It's just a matter of time. Even his friend comments, You're going real slow with this revenge, huh, Luke? Kurisu replies, no need to rush. I want them to suffer. Just killing them wouldn't be any fun. Later that night at the hotel, he asks about Mizuki. The guy says she hasn't been showing up lately. Not that Kurisu needs company. There's no shortage of beautiful girls around. He thanks him, tells him to bring another one, then sits there, thinking, yeah, she really left after he told her to. Was that what he wanted? Maybe. Probably better for her. He needs someone with more desire, someone easier to manipulate. Whoa, man, heavy competition in this place. Wait, hold up, his face changes. It's his ex-girlfriend, working here. Damn, guys, it's over. That bastard kid stole the girl, didn't get anywhere with her, and still threw her in here. He really is a scumbag. And of course, the moment Kurisu saw her, boom. Instant like, activate the cheeky little bell.